These 12 makeup brands are practically giving their products away for pennies, and it's not because they're feeling generous. The cosmetics industry is in complete chaos right now. Brands that once had customers camping outside Sephora are now begging people to buy their products at 95% off. We're talking about household names that defined beauty trends for years, now reduced to clearance rack casualties. The shift happened so fast that even industry insiders are stunned. Consumers have completely changed what they want from makeup, and these brands missed every single signal. In this video, you'll discover exactly which 12 brands are hemorrhaging money, why their strategies backfired spectacularly, and what this means for the future of beauty. But stick around until the very end. The final brand's collapse is so dramatic, it'll make you question everything you thought you knew about the makeup world. Number 12. KVD Beauty. There was a time when KVD Beauty was the rebel of the beauty world. Kat Von D created makeup for the misfits, the artists, the ones who wanted beauty with an edge. The brand had a cult following that was fiercely loyal. KVD's tattoo artist credibility created authentic alternative beauty appeal that spoke to people who felt ignored by mainstream brands. The Gothic-inspired packaging and formulas appealed to demographics that traditionally could not find their aesthetic in beauty aisles. Products like the everlasting liquid lipstick became cult favorites for their intense pigmentation and staying power. The brand's edgy aesthetic filled a gap in the mainstream beauty market that no one else was addressing. But the turning point came with frequent rebranding efforts that diluted the original Gothic cool identity. The brand underwent multiple identity shifts, changing from Kat Von D Beauty to KVD Vegan Beauty to simply KVD Beauty. Each rebrand stripped away more of what made the brand special. Ethical messaging changes happened faster than actual product improvements, leaving customers confused about what the brand stood for. The founder's departure left the brand without its authentic voice. Without Kat's creative direction, products became increasingly generic. Marketing promises consistently failed to match actual product performance. Products that once felt revolutionary began to feel like pale imitations of their former glory. Today, KVD's former cult following has been abandoned because of identity confusion. Products that once commanded premium prices are now heavily discounted, with some items sitting at 80% off and still not moving. The brand continues to struggle to define itself without its original founder. Customers consistently cite a massive disconnect between marketing claims and reality, with many publicly announcing they have moved on to brands with more consistent vision. Number 11. Revlon. Revlon was the drugstore beauty queen for generations. From your grandmother's lipstick to your first foundation, Revlon was accessible luxury that made everyone feel glamorous. The brand built decades of heritage and trust through consistent quality. Their iconic campaigns with supermodels defined beauty standards for multiple generations. Revlon mastered the affordable luxury positioning that made quality accessible to all. Their products became staples in makeup bags across generations. Who hasn't owned a Revlon super lustrous lipstick or Color Stay foundation at some point? The turning point came with bankruptcy proceedings that reduced distribution and product availability. In June 2022, Revlon filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, and the after effects continue to plague the brand. Aging formulations failed to compete with modern clean beauty trends as consumers became increasingly ingredient conscious. Gen Z consumers chose viral TikTok brands over traditional options, seeing Revlon as their mother's makeup. Retailers quietly removed slow-moving Revlon products to make space for trending brands. Today, this former beauty empire is reduced to clearance rack presence. Walk into any drugstore and you'll see Revlon products marked down 70% or more. Loyal customers struggle to find favorite products in stores as distribution becomes increasingly spotty. The brand's legacy is now overshadowed by financial instability and uncertainty about its future. Drugstore shelves that once featured Revlon prominently are increasingly dominated by newer, trendier alternatives like ELF and Makeup Revolution. Number 10. Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty was the Instagram beauty empire. Huda Kattan built a billion-dollar brand on social media influence, and her products commanded premium prices because of her massive following. Huda Kattan's personal brand drove massive product demand. When she launched a product, it instantly became a must-have. The Desert Dusk palette became an instant classic among beauty enthusiasts with its innovative textures and color story. The brand's luxurious packaging and marketing created aspirational appeal that justified higher price points. Her social media influence translated directly into sales success in a way that few other influencer brands managed to achieve. The turning point came when customers began to realize price points were not matching actual formula performance in testing. Beauty reviewers started questioning whether Huda's products were worth $60 plus when similar quality could be found for half the price. Fragrance-heavy products caused irritation and negative reviews as consumers became more sensitive to unnecessary additives. Repetitive palette themes saturated the brand's own market. How many nude palettes can one brand release? Customers became more critical of influencer-driven pricing strategies as the novelty wore off. Today, beauty reviewers consistently question the value proposition of new Huda launches. Customer complaints about product performance not justifying premium prices flood review sections. The brand's influence is declining as consumers become more discerning about what they are actually paying for. Retail partners have reduced orders as sell through rates disappoint. Products that once sold out instantly now sit on shelves at 50 to 60% off, a shocking development for a brand that once seemed unstoppable. Number 9. ColourPop. ColourPop revolutionized affordable beauty with constant drops and trendy collaborations. They made high-quality makeup accessible to everyone, and their launches were events that beauty lovers planned their schedules around. The brand disrupted the beauty industry with affordable, high-quality formulas when they launched in 2014. Their collaboration launches sold out within minutes, creating a sense of urgency and excitement. ColourPop's social media strategy made every release feel like an unmissable event. Most importantly, the brand proved that luxury quality did not require luxury prices, changing consumer expectations forever. The turning point came with constant product drops, overwhelming customers with too many choices. When you release new products every week, nothing feels special anymore. Repetitive shade ranges diluted the excitement of new launches. How many peachy pink palettes does one brand need? Quality control suffered as production scaled beyond capacity to meet the relentless launch schedule. Choice fatigue set in as customers could not keep up with releases, leading many to stop following the brand entirely. Today, recent ColourPop launches sit unsold despite their previously loyal customer base. Just check their website. Collections that would have sold out in hours are now permanently available at steep discounts. Customers complain about declining quality amid mass production, with many noting inconsistent formulas between batches. The brand's social media engagement has dropped dramatically as novelty wears off. Retail partners struggle with inventory management due to overproduction, with some stores displaying ColourPop products at 75% off just to move inventory. Number 8. Becca. Becca didn't just make highlighters, they created the glow obsession. Champagne Pop wasn't just a product, it was a phenomenon that changed how we think about radiance. The brand pioneered revolutionary highlighting formulas that created the Instagram glow trend before Instagram filters were even a thing. The Champagne Pop collaboration with Jaclyn Hill broke sales records and became the fastest-selling product in Sephora history. Becca's complexion products became staples for makeup artists who valued their skin-like finish. The brand's glow became synonymous with modern beauty standards, inspiring countless imitators. The turning point came when parent company Estée Lauder discontinued the brand despite its loyal customer base. In February 2021, they announced Becca would close by September, shocking the beauty community. Product reformulations under new labels failed to capture the original magic. The technology behind Champagne Pop now exists in other Estée Lauder products, but fans say it is not the same. The resale market thrived as fans hoarded discontinued favorites, with original Champagne Pops selling for triple retail price. Integration attempts destroyed what made Becca special as the parent company tried to salvage popular formulas. Today, original Becca products sell for premium prices on resale platforms as makeup lovers hunt for the last remaining stock. Customers reject reformulated versions from the parent company, claiming they do not have the same performance. The beauty community continues to mourn the loss of irreplaceable glow formulas years after the brand's closure. Becca's discontinuation proves that corporate decisions do not always make sense. The brand had passionate customers but was not allowed to evolve. Number 7. Anastasia Beverly Hills. Anastasia Beverly Hills was the brow queen's empire. When Anastasia Soares spoke about brows, the beauty world listened. Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes were works of art that makeup lovers treasured. Anastasia Soares' celebrity clientele established the brand's credibility. When you're doing Oprah's brows, people pay attention. The modern Renaissance palette became one of the most beloved eyeshadow palettes ever, selling millions of units and creating a palette format that countless brands would copy. Their brow products set the standard for the entire category, with Brow Wiz and Dip Brow becoming industry benchmarks. The brand's artistic approach to color stories inspired countless dupes as competitors rushed to capture some of Anastasia Beverly Hills' magic. The turning point came when technology-focused competitors offered more innovative brow solutions, and Anastasia Beverly Hills' offerings began to feel dated. Palette launches failed to recapture the magic of early successes like modern Renaissance and soft glam. Quality control issues affected customer trust and loyalty, with many noticing inconsistencies between batches of the same product. Color stories became repetitive and uninspiring compared to newer brands pushing creative boundaries. Today, former bestsellers are available at significant discounts across retailers. Products that once commanded full price and generated wait lists now sit at 50 to 70% off. Beauty enthusiasts openly discuss the brand's decline in quality on social media and in review sections. New launches generate minimal buzz despite the brand's legacy. Anastasia Beverly Hills struggles to compete with both high-end and affordable alternatives as it loses its once dominant position in the brow and eyeshadow categories. Number 6. Tarte. Tarte mastered the art of the beauty launch. Their limited editions created genuine FOMO, and owning the latest Tarte palette meant you were ahead of the curve. The brand became known for innovative launches that consistently sold out and created waiting lists. Their influencer partnerships felt authentic and drove massive sales in the early days of beauty social media. The Shape Tape Concealer became a cult favorite across all demographics, selling one unit every 12 seconds at its peak. The brand's Amazonian clay positioning differentiated it from competitors, giving customers a reason to choose Tarte. The turning point came with influencer-heavy launches, creating artificial hype that quickly faded. The infamous Tarte trip controversies highlighted the disconnect between marketing spend and product development. Product fatigue set in as similar formulas flooded new releases. How many variations of neutral palettes with pop of blue can one brand release? Foundation shade range controversies damaged the brand's reputation, with customers calling out the lack of inclusive options. Customers grew skeptical of constant limited edition marketing tactics when products were not actually limited. Today, recent launches fail to sell through despite heavy promotion and marketing spend. Walk into Sephora and you will see Tarte displays filled with discounted holiday sets from months ago. Influencers decline partnerships due to audience backlash and credibility concerns. Retail partners express concern about inventory turnover rates as products sit unsold. The brand's credibility suffers as quality becomes inconsistent, with long-time customers noting that newer formulations do not perform like their predecessors. Smashbox didn't just make primer, they invented the category. Photo Finish Primer was the secret weapon that every makeup artist and beauty lover swore by. The brand created the primer category and educated consumers on its importance when most people didn't know what primer even was. Their professional photography heritage lent credibility to product claims in a way other brands couldn't match. Photo Finish became the gold standard that all other primers measured against. The brand's studio-to-street positioning appealed to aspiring makeup artists and regular consumers alike. The turning point came with minimalist beauty trends, reducing demand for heavy prep products. As consumers embraced more natural looks and skincare-focused routines, multiple makeup layers fell out of favor. Rebranding efforts failed to connect with younger consumers who didn't recognize the brand's heritage. Parent company Estée Lauder shifted focus and resources to other portfolio brands that were performing better. Retail partners reduced shelf space as category relevance declined. Today, once dominant primers now compete with drugstore alternatives at a fraction of the price. Major retailers quietly phase out slower-moving Smashbox products. Notice how their store displays keep shrinking. The brand's social media presence has become increasingly irrelevant, despite attempts to modernize. Their former industry leadership position has been completely eroded by market changes and competitor innovation. Products that once defined the category now sit at 70% off, unable to compete with newer formulations. Benefit didn't just do brows, they owned them. For years, if you wanted perfect eyebrows, there was only one destination: the Benefit Brow Bar. The brand pioneered revolutionary brow services and products that created the modern brow obsession before bold brows were trendy. Iconic products like Gimme Brow became staples in every makeup bag, selling millions of units worldwide. Celebrity brow transformations showcased the brand's expertise and created aspirational results. The Brow Bar experience became a beauty ritual for millions of customers, creating brand loyalty through service. The turning point came with competitors launching more inclusive shade ranges that left Benefit behind. While Benefit offered limited shade options, brands like Kosas and Glossier created products for all hair colors. Significant price increases alienated loyal customers during economic uncertainty, with some products increasing 30% in just 2 years. TikTok users exposed outdated formulas and limited shade options to millions of viewers. Newer brands offered better performance at lower price points, making Benefit's premium pricing harder to justify. Today, former brow devotees publicly switch to competitor brands on social media. Brow bar locations close as foot traffic dramatically decreases. Check your local mall and you will likely find empty Benefit counters. Products that once commanded premium prices are now heavily discounted just to move inventory. The brand struggles to modernize while maintaining its quirky identity, creating a confused brand image that appeals to neither existing nor potential customers. Number 3. Too Faced. Too Faced turned makeup into candy, literally. Their sweet-scented, playfully packaged products made beauty feel fun, flirty, and irresistibly cute. The brand pioneered innovative scented formulas that created a multi-sensory makeup experience when most products were fragrance-free. Their Instagram-worthy packaging dominated social media feeds, making products instantly recognizable. Cult products like Better Than Sex Mascara became household names, with one tube selling every 7.5 seconds at its peak. The brand's playful aesthetic appealed to both teens and adults, creating a broad customer base. The turning point came when customers realized Too Faced was prioritizing gimmicky themes and scents over actual product performance. Chocolate-scented bronzers and peach-scented palettes were fun, but did they perform? Customers realized cute packaging did not justify poor formula quality, especially at premium prices. Retail markdowns became permanent as products failed to move at full price. Former fans called out the style over substance approach to product development in reviews and social media. Today, clearance sections overflow with Too Faced products marked down 80% or more. Check any TJ Maxx or Marshalls and you will find shelves of Too Faced products at steep discounts. Beauty reviewers consistently rate new launches as disappointing compared to the brand's earlier offerings. Loyal customers publicly switch to brands with better performance despite less cute packaging. The brand's social media engagement plummets as trust erodes and novelty wears off. Number 2. Urban Decay. Urban Decay didn't just create eyeshadow palettes, they created obsessions. The Naked series wasn't just makeup, it was a cultural phenomenon, with people lining up at midnight. The original Naked palette revolutionized neutral eyeshadow and spawned the everyday glam trend that still dominates beauty. Limited edition launches sold out within hours and sparked resale frenzies, with some palettes selling for triple retail price on eBay. Celebrity endorsements and red carpet moments cemented the brand's cool factor. Urban Decay defined the edgy yet wearable aesthetic for an entire generation of makeup lovers. The turning point came when oversaturation of the Naked line diluted the original magic and exclusivity. After the 10th Naked palette, was there anything unique left to offer? Recent launches failed to generate buzz or sell-through rates, with newer palettes sitting on shelves for months. Quality complaints about newer formulas being dry and lacking pigmentation flooded review sections. Consumers grew tired of repetitive color stories and packaging themes that failed to innovate. Today, former best-selling palettes are available at 60% off with no takers. The original Naked palette was discontinued in 2018, and nothing has successfully replaced it in the brand's lineup. Beauty influencers openly criticize the brand's lack of innovation compared to newer, more exciting competitors. Retail buyers have reduced orders as inventory sits unsold for months in stores. The brand has tried to recapture past glory with nostalgic re-releases, but customers have moved on to brands that offer something new. Number 1. MAC. There was a time when MAC wasn't just makeup, it was a movement. Professional artists swore by it, celebrities demanded it, and owning a MAC lipstick meant you understood real beauty. MAC's revolutionary pro-artist heritage built credibility with makeup professionals worldwide. When you saw the black packaging with white text, you knew you were getting professional quality. Iconic products like Ruby Woo lipstick and Studio Fix foundation became cultural touchstones that transcended trends. The brand's edgy campaigns and diverse representation set industry standards decades before inclusivity became a marketing buzzword. MAC's counterculture became the gold standard for makeup expertise, with artists who actually knew their craft. The turning point came with reformulation disasters that changed beloved textures and pigmentation levels. Products that professionals relied on suddenly performed differently without warning. Legacy products quietly disappeared without explanation or fanfare, frustrating loyal customers. Global manufacturing inconsistencies destroyed the brand's reliability reputation as quality, varied between regions. Pro artists publicly called out declining quality across product batches, damaging the brand's professional credibility. Today, former cult classics sit marked down 70% at outlet stores and discount retailers. Professional makeup artists have switched to newer brands like Danessa Myricks and Pat McGrath for consistent performance. Social media is filled with disappointed customers comparing old versus new formulas, showing visible differences in color, payoff, and texture. Retail partners have reduced MAC shelf space as sales continue declining. The brand that once defined professional makeup has become just another option in an overcrowded market. The cosmetics landscape has fundamentally changed. These 12 brands did not just lose popularity, they lost relevance by ignoring what modern consumers actually want: transparency and value. This is not just about makeup, it is about how quickly consumer power can topple even the most established empires. Which brand will fall next? Comment your prediction below and subscribe now. The beauty industry is just beginning its transformation, and you will not want to miss what comes next.